Hey there guys, Asset Assassin here, and today I want to do the in-depth hater video. I did promise that 2 days ago, was it? As I'm now doing daily videos, and it's actually quite more difficult than I actually imagined. So it may be videos per day, so I can just have enough time to actually record them like I am now, edit them and then upload them. So there may be day after day, and then I might miss a few, and then I might do another 2. It might just be like that. So daily videos is a bit of an overstatement. But anyway, let's get into the video, and that is about haters. Now, I didn't go much in depth on this last time I did it, from what I remember. Well, I just need to turn this off because it's getting annoying now. Anyway, what I wanted to talk about was how to deal with haters, and also, I should have wrote a script for this, how to deal with them and ways to get around them if they ever get to you. Now, don't let anyone ever get to you, and if they do, then I guess the easiest way to put it is you're the type of person that lets people get on your nerves until a certain point. Now, I used to be like that, but then I learned many ways to get around it. So I might teach you guys how to get around it and how to put up with them. Anyway, there will be a few steps, maybe a maximum of 5 steps on how to get up to them, how to push them away and all that. Number 1 is ignoring. I know it's not easy to do. It's easy to say, but it's not easy to do. Now, ignoring them is probably the best way, because if you ignore them, then they'll just move along or move on with their life. And if they still continue to get to you, then I guess the next few steps are what you may need to follow. Ignoring them will actually make them think that you're actually not paying attention, and all they are really seeking for is attention. They just want you to be annoyed and make you feel down, because they are being probably bullied, or they've probably been bullied in their past life. So, yeah. 2 is to talk to someone about it. It may be the weirdest thing to say, and it may be one of the only things you don't want to do. But talking to someone about it can actually help, and they can help you. Because if you don't talk to someone about it, you're just going to build up all this, all these emotions, and it's just going to get to you and make you feel a lot worse. I've actually been to that stage when I didn't want to talk to someone about it, and I had to go and speak to someone about it, otherwise worse things would actually happen. And when I got there, it was just like a ball of emotion, and waterworks. If you don't know what it means, basically it is. Step 3 is, as well as talking to someone and ignoring them, you can also go around the ways of how it used to be. Now, if you don't know what that means, it's basically talking to them about it, talking to the haters, and asking them why they're doing it. I mean, it's not the easiest thing to do. You can also go with friends or something, because the way I got around it is because my friends have gave me worse insults than any enemy ever has. So, talk to your friends and just let them know, see how they think about it. And I don't know, but my friends certainly know how to cheer me up when I'm down, even when I don't tell them. So whether you want to tell them or not is really up to you. But the best thing to do is definitely tell them. Because I'll tell you one thing for sure, that if you have friends like mine, or if you have friends at all, I'm not saying you don't, but if you have friends or not, it's probably a bad way to put it, go and speak to them, because they can do just as much as anyone else can, even when you're feeling down. Number 4, is that 4, is it? I don't know. Next step, talk to your parents. It's probably the last thing you would want to do, but it's family, and they'll definitely know what to do and how to understand you, even when you're bawling your eyes out. Because having to deal with stuff like this is probably the worst thing to hear as a parent. Now, I wouldn't know. I'm not a parent. But if I was, and that would probably be the last thing I'd want to hear from my child, is to know that they're upset, and I'd want to know how to sort it. And they may go through some of the steps that I've just already told you. But it'd probably be the last step, is what you'd want to hear, is going to your parents. Because I know one thing for sure, that I've been taking care of my dad for a long time, and it's only ever been my dad. But that's going to be a long story to go through otherwise. Anyway. Teachers, whether that, if it's happening in school, you can always go and see them. Or if it's gone a step too far, I wouldn't recommend this if it's not that much, otherwise it's known as wasting their time. But you can always go and see a community support officer, police, and all that. Or you can see a counsellor. You can go and see a counsellor, and whether it's getting to that stage, of course. If it's not all that bad, then I'd probably stick to talking to the actual bully about it, seeing a teacher or your parents, or ignoring them, of course. Now that's 4 easy steps you can do if it's not that major. But if it is very major, then I suggest talking to someone about it. Someone like, I don't know, depends where you're from. You can go and see CAMS. They're like a place that can actually help you with all your problems and all that. Whether it's haters and all that, whether they get to you, or bullying and all that. Or whether you just have like any other problems that go with that. I could give a few websites in the description if I ever remember them. And if I do, I'll put them in the description below. There are a few numbers as well, if you want to contact them, like Childline and all that. They're all free numbers, I think. If they're not, I'll let you know in the description, of course. Well, apart from that, I want to give you one last update, guys, on the bright side. I don't want this to all be like a sad video. But if you're dealing with hate and stuff like this, do let someone know, whether it's people you know or don't know. Whether it's simply just to talk to your neighbour, whether you trust them or not. It's really, once you talk about it, it's really not that difficult, and it actually gets a lot better, because if you build up inside of you, it hurts, trust me. I've been through it, and if you do want to talk to me about it, whether it's major or minor, I'm sure that I can give you a few more in-depth reasons on what to do and why to do it, because if you don't, it just hurts, honestly. I mean, for me it's been simple things. I haven't had to talk to anyone major. It has been more than just like appearance and all that. I'm not going to get into why I've been hated. I just want to get to talk to you guys about how to deal with them, and why it's not good to build it up, because honestly, as I said in the other one, it can lead to worse things. It makes your mind think things and stuff like that. Anyway, guys, it's been enough of me talking like that. There are a few other updates in the channel. The banner is going to stay for now. There will be a few new changes on the look of the channel, stuff like that. Besides that, hope you've enjoyed this video. There'll be another in-depth one. I don't know which one yet though. That may be up to you. So if there are any questions or queries, please drop a comment in the comment box. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. It really does help me out. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Stay original. Peace.
Let it go, make my body go, make our bodies high.